Welcome to Camera Cole, where we look at life through the lens of truth. Today, I'm going to talk to you about identity. What is identity and why is it important? Identity is the fact of being who or what a person or thing is. It is static. It does not change. However, different circumstances or different life events will cause you to express or reveal your identity in different ways. Different times, different communities, different seasons. Your identity will look different as you contextualize yourself to the world around you. I'm Cole now, and I was Cole in the Marine Corps, and I was Cole in high school, but I looked drastically different in each of those seasons. The circumstances and the environments I was in caused me to express or reveal my identity in different ways. You have a personal identity, who you are when no one's around. You also have a social identity, who you are when you're surrounded by people. Why does understanding your identity, why does understanding who you are matter? When you walk in your identity or when you're true to yourself, you live a more satisfied life. Understanding your identity brings stability. Why is understanding your identity important? Because you were designed for a specific purpose. You have a purpose here on this earth, and understanding your identity helps you understand your purpose. Your identity can be discovered while you work, while you do things. Part of your identity comes from the skills and abilities you have and also your interests. People who like to draw and paint are often referred to as artists. You can also figure out parts of your identity by figuring out where you came from. So I'll look at both my parents, for example. DNA is the code of your identity. Everybody has specific code built into them. They get part of it from their mom and part of it from their dad, and those codes come together and they create a new creation. Knowing who created you and where you came from helps you understand your identity. We all get passed down physical traits, spiritual traits, emotional traits, mannerisms from our parents. Knowing your creator helps you understand who you are. When you understand who you understand your purpose. You are designed to help and serve people with your skills and gifts and abilities. It's no fun being great at soccer if there's no one to watch you or play with you. Painting is boring if you never get to show anyone what you made. Think about some of the things you're good at. Think about the places you like. Think about people you like. Think about skills or gifts you have. All of these things come together and they form and unlock certain parts of your identity. When you do things that line up with your identity or line up with what you were created to do, you have a much more satisfying life. When I was in the Marine Corps, I drank alcohol, and that is not what I was created to do. And so my life in that season was not very satisfying. One of my interests is bodybuilding and going to the gym. So even though I was doing things outside of my identity in the Marine Corps, I also did things inside my identity, like going to the gym. So I was able to locate the truth about who I was by finding satisfaction in some things and dissatisfaction in others. You can do the same thing yourself if you think about the things you've done in your life and when you had the most peace, the most joy, the most satisfaction. When were you the most fulfilled? What were you doing? Who were you with? All of these things, all of these factors, all these experiences that we've had so far helps us locate and figure out what our identity is. And the great thing is once you start to know what certain parts of your identity are, you can intentionally choose to do more and more of what is in line with your identity, thus having a more and more and more satisfying life. We're not just here to just live life. We're here to live life abundantly. No matter where you come from, figuring out and accepting who you are is how you grow. I've got some more notes on identity linked below, but thank you for looking at identity with me through the lens of truth. This was Identity with Camera Cole.